IGN China just dropped Augusta and Yuno gameplay out of nowhere immediately after their splash arts were revealed. Is this like a Jeff Keighley kind of reveal? Is this what we're doing now? Anyway, let's talk about it. Starting with Augusta, who we can see in what seems to be some kind of full forte state, crackling with red lightning. She looks absolutely radiant, including the sun on her forehead. Then she attacks with a great sword, and every swing has so much impact. Mid-combo, she pulls out the griffin, or, as Lupa says, griffon. This is the kind of behavior that I would expect from the leader of a nation. She genuinely is so cool. And that's to say nothing of her Resonance Liberation, where she pulls a different sword out of the ground in this extremely awesome pose. It's a bit similar to Zani, how she has a second mode where she can use different attacks. We only see a few of them though, so I suspect there are more unseen combos. Then she does a second Resonance Liberation, which also looks incredible. Augusta just radiates coolness. Unsurprisingly, when you see any Kuro Games character in action, you fall head over heels for them because they are just so awesome. The movesets never miss, and this is just a fraction of them. But as I mentioned, we also got to see a bit of what Yuno does. She does not seem to start off with a full forte glowing hair appearance like Augusta does, but just wait. She starts by basic attacking, swinging around her giant chakram-like weapon with her feet. Given that her tacet mark is on her foot, this is not surprising. She loops it through her feet, she summons a doppelganger, she even dives under the water. It's a really beautiful attack. However, once she dives under the water, something changes. Instead of using her feet to swing the chakra around, it turns into the bow that we heard NPCs say she used in the story. She looks like she's having a pretty fun time riding it around like a toy car, and naturally, every time she uses the bow, she does so with her feet. And as we can see clearly during her Resonance Liberation, standing on top of her bow isn't the only thing that happens. She also takes off her shoes. I saw a lot of people excited at the prospect of Yuno wielding her bow with her feet before all this was revealed, and they must be really happy right now because that's what the focus of the Resonance Liberation is. However, if we go back to before she dives under the water, which might be an enhanced heavy attack or something like that, you can see she does this slam onto the ground where she creates an aura around her. Maybe it's something similar to what Shorekeeper does. This aura, as we can see at the end of the video, extends into the sky, just like Shorekeeper's. Except in Yuno's case, there's a big beautiful moon in the sky. Both of these characters are extremely cool, and I'm really glad we were introduced to them in version 2.4 when we came to Septimont. It's funny, Yuno wearing what's basically a bikini and being a water-themed character is kind of what I wanted for Cantarella. Cantarella is all about summoning that water, and yet I felt like if they were going for fan service, they really should have just put her in a bikini. Yuno gets it though. She's dressed for the beach, and she's bringing the beach wherever she is. And can we talk about how beautiful her hair is in bow form? Given the aura, she's giving support character vibes, but I really hope that she's secretly kinda strong as well. You know, like Brant or something. But time will tell. Given this sudden huge reveal, are you Team Augusta or Team Yuno? Are you pulling one or both, or maybe neither? I almost forgot to point out that Augusta changes the sky when she's in her Resonance Liberation mode, which is extremely cool. It's always great when these characters can alter the environments in some way when they're battling. But it was Yuno who stole my heart the second she started speaking in the story, and I cannot wait to get my hands on these two. Frolova might be the most awesome character Wuthering Waves has made so far though, and you can see her in action in this video.